Hello Sens fans, I'm your host Jordan Mady, and this is an SFT game reaction. 16-2 were the shots in favor of Ottawa after that first period. Their best first period of the season by far, and probably the best first period they've played in a few seasons. The Red Wings, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. The Red Wings then went on to outshoot Ottawa 16-7 in the second period. Regardless, the Sens played a solid game, beating the red-hot Jimmy Howard and the Detroit Red Wings by a final score of 3-1. Now here's SFT's 10-game analysis of key Senators players, not including the game against Detroit. Bobby Ryan was fairly non-existent in the first 5 games with a goal and an assist. He was just signed to a great contract, so he settled. But why the below-average production from a guy who scored 30-plus goals by the time he reached the age of 25? Well, in his first 5 games, he averaged 15 minutes and 45 seconds of playing time per game, which is certainly not first-line minutes. Increased playing time was key for Ryan when he re-signed in Ottawa, so why was his ice time demoted to where it was a year ago? I say that because his performance is literally night and day when he gets the playing time he deserves. In his last 5 games, he has 2 goals and 2 assists, playing an average of 18 minutes and 16 seconds per game. The sample size is small, though I'm willing to bet those numbers continue if the ice time does. Clark MacArthur, that guy just does his thing. In his first 5 games, 4 points. In his last 5 games, 4 points. He's on pace for another career season. Another pleasant surprise for the Ottawa Senators out of the gate is Erik Karlsson. 3rd in team scoring after 10 games, and to me, that's surpassing expectations. In the first 5 to 6 games, Zibanejad was non-existent to the point where Bruce Garriock intimated in a tweet that he thought the 21-year-old was playing into healthy scratch territory. Now Mika has 2 goals in 2 games. It's hard to put a finger on what's ailing the young Swede, though his ice time has been lowered in the last 3 games compared to the first 5. Erik Karlsson is Ottawa's Achilles, and that has nothing to do with his past injury. He is the team's powerhouse, though one part of his game can bring him down completely. He's almost playing a point-per-game hockey, Jordan. What's wrong? He's a defenseman. He could score 70 goals a season, but if he's scored on almost every shift he plays, that's useless. His possession stats have been alright, but he's a -7 after 10 games. I know, analytics folks are probably hissing at me right now, but if you score 8 points and come out at -7, that means you've been on the ice for 15 opposition goals. Karlsson has the strength, the speed, and the size to be one of the best all-around defensemen in the league, but he really has to hunker down on learning how to play defense because he hasn't yet. At the same time, the whole team needs to work at keeping the puck out of danger zones, as the goalies can only stop so many shots. And that completes SFT's 10-game analysis of key players. Curtis Lazar played his 9th NHL game this evening, and anything more than that burns the first year of his entry-level contract. Ottawa is busy in the next week as they'll play 3 games in 4 nights, starting with the Minnesota Wild on Thursday. That's it for tonight's SFT. Thank you for watching. My name is Jordan Mady for Hooked on Hockey Magazine. Stay Red, Sens fans.